Earlier today, we also heard of the appointment of the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, and she has been sworn in. Madam Charlotte Osei was sworn in at the presidency, that's the Flagstaff House, and was flanked by some other chairpersons of various political parties who were there. We were told that Paul Afoko of the New Patriotic Party, Samia Nkrumah of the Convention People's Party, and Alhaji Ramadan of the People's National Convention were all at the Flagstaff House to witness the swearing in.
The Republic of Ghana.
Well and truly serve the Republic of Ghana.
In the office of Chair of the Electoral Commission.
In the office of Chair of the Electoral Commission.
And that I will uphold.
And that I will uphold.
Protect. And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana as by law established.
And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana as by law established.
So help me God. This marks another milestone in our journey of democratic consolidation. On behalf of all Ghanaians and on my own behalf, I wish to thank the Council of State for the sound advice I received in the appointment of the new EC chairperson. Mrs. Charlotte Osei comes to the EC with very solid credentials in both legal practice and public service. While congratulating you on your appointment to what is a rather tough position, let me remind you with all humility that you're stepping into some very big shoes. Dr. Kwadwo Afai-Gyan has proven over the last 2 decades or so that he is a colossus when it comes to elections and electoral systems, and has, despite whatever grievances we as politicians might have expressed against him, either in government or in opposition, distinguished himself creditably and contributed immensely to the stability of our democracy. We are, however, blessed to have some other very experienced deputy commissioners and members of the commission in place, who I'm sure will provide you with some invaluable advice and support in the management of the commission and the administration of our elections. Ghana can be proud of its electoral commission, which has become a model for the rest of the continent. Our commissioners have been invited regularly to assist other countries to consolidate and construct their own electoral systems. If Ghana today is celebrated as a model of democracy, a large measure of that credit should go to Dr. Afai-Gyan and the members of the Electoral Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, our politics must begin to reflect the long years of our Fourth Republic, which commenced as far back as 1992. Violence should not have and must never have a place in our politics, be it intra-party or inter-party. We must at all times strive to eschew unsavory and unprintable language which pollutes the tone of political discussions, bearing in mind that even the most noble ends do not always justify the means. We're in politics to compete for power with the sole aim of advancing the cause of our dear nation Ghana, nothing more and nothing less. Let this guide our path as we work to transform our nation to greatness.
President John Dramani Mahama there, and he was given a speech when he swore in the newly appointed chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Madam Charlotte Osei. Now she takes over from Dr. Kwadwo Afai-Gyan, who has served in that capacity about 20 years. Now in her acceptance speech, she thanked the president for reposing confidence in her.
To walk through today. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank my predecessors for the strong foundation they have built at the Electoral Commission. Now it is my hope that together with my colleagues at the EC, we will continue to build and strengthen those structures towards a stronger, more independent, objective and impartial commission. We will work hard to continue the process of internal reforms and ensure a more effective and collaborative service delivery platform, and thereby increase the confidence of all our stakeholders in the institution and in Ghana's democracy. In that respect, I am counting on the support of members of the Commission, the management and staff of the Electoral Commission, and the entire nation. From what I've gathered from all the messages I've received, the collective desire of our people is that as chair of the Electoral Commission, I act with conviction and conscience, understanding that it is service to God and country above all else. This I will do. Also, following my resignation from the NCC to take up this new position, I want to wish my successor well, whoever is appointed, and also urge my colleagues at the NCC to show my successor the phenomenal level of support they showed me during my tenure. Your Excellency, the Bible says that by strength shall no man prevail. I am depending on the grace of God to sustain me in this new job, and the prayers and the collective goodwill of all Ghanaians, I believe, will see us through. God bless Ghana, and God bless the Electoral Commission. Thank you.